Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Alabama's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is ready to give them a first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones, and to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Coming after it. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right. As a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy on the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Matthews. Quick strike complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Touchdown, Ohio State! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
Finds him out of the backfield.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Alabama will... on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Off the play fake on first down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Back to throw, it's Matthews. It's complete on the right side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Wants to throw on third. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense.
And that is why this defense... Good. They get after the quarterback and get him on the ground. That's their third on the day, and they're #1 in the country in sacks, and they have been a problem for every offense they've faced.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Scanning the field, it's Matthews. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Keeps it going. Pocket starts to collapse. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
They'll throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's got it. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man down the middle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical downs.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
20, Alabama, 0.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now to chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now this sick.
And the ball is intercepted. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's House. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The play action fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Matthews. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's right on target. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Holds and fires complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Back to pass, it's Matthews. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They keep attacking through the air. Working the middle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job on the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
Ted, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes the connection. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That aggressive play calls, everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 45, on his way. Can anyone catch him? That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Here's the fly sweep. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense takes matters into their own hands. And he added the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. This drive will open from the 15. The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're bringing heat. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try the outside to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. The run to the left. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. And the Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. The give and the run on 4th down. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's House. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Line getting set on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him for the sack.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Feeling some heat. A little screen to the running back. Breaks the tackle. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They'll run it to the right side. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Just drives it between the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This is...